So we talked about grief being in love with no place to go.
Mm.
I want you to give your love some place to go, right? And what I mean by that is, if your pops was here right now, what would you say to him? What do you feel like you need to, if there is something that you need to let go of or say, what would that be?
If he was here, I would just tell him thank you. I would tell him thank you, like just seeing how I am today, seeing how I've been able to deal with the loss, seeing how I've been able to just be fully appreciative of like the things that he did for me, my parent, like my mother and my sisters. It's just a testament to just who he was, right? And the love and the capacity that I have for others, I got it through him. So literally, like, all I can just say is thank you, man. Thank you for loving me. Like, he loved me so much. Like, love, like, it was like an overwhelming amount of love. You know what I'm saying? An overwhelming amount of love. Like, this man loved me so much. And because I experienced that, I'm able to pour that out to others and people whom I don't even know. Like, a quick story, like, and I share this in the eulogy. I said, like, a moment that shifted my life. I was 12 years old. And then my father, you know, he has a lot of kids in Haiti, right? So then he goes to Haiti, and he spends like a month out there or like a summer out there or something like that. And then he comes back to America. And mind you, my father has so much responsibilities. He has children in Haiti. He has children here. He was a cab driver, and then he was also building like this like dollar cab enterprise or whatever, right? Well before Uber, right? And then he comes back to America, and he like is raising money for an orphan in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? He met this young boy and who needed like supplies to go to school or whatever, right? And mind you, my pops has mad kids, right? You see what I'm saying? Back in Haiti. But I'm like, how are you still thinking about someone else? And I remember him making phone calls to his friends and saying, hey, yo, like, I met this young boy, he wants to go to school, da-da-da-da. And then he raised thousands of dollars for this young boy to go to school while he had so many other responsibilities. So then what that showed me was that, yes, right? You know, you got to make sure that home is good, but then you cannot neglect your surrounding community either. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so what I would say to him is thank you. And it goes back to the fact that I told him this story when he was alive too. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that it was in that story that helped me to build Gentleman's Factory, right? Because it was like, I saw how he was so intentional about others that was ingrained in me, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so yeah, man, like, he was just such an amazing man. Such an amazing man. Yeah.
I appreciate your vulnerability, bro. I appreciate you taking the time to have the conversation with us, bro. I can see how much love and adoration that you've had, you have for your father, man. Like, it reminds me of my relationship with my pops. And I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation is because I am like deathly terrified of my pops passing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's my guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, anytime I'm talking to my pops, I know I'm going to laugh. You know, he's one of those people where it's like, you can't talk to him and not laugh. But he's a Ghanaian man. And I remember growing up, my friends would always tell me, like, yo, bro, why your dad so serious? I'm like, yo, y'all don't know this guy.
Yeah.
Cause they would see him like when he's bringing me in the house and he's always like, obviously in that moment, he's not joking around.
Yeah.
But when we get inside the house, he's joking around with me. Like he's stealing oranges and like peanut butter. Like he's hiding food that I made. Like, so I just, you know, like I wanted to have this conversation with you because I know I've seen like your process as you've been going through it. And I feel like you've been very like, you've handled it very well. And like, I feel like you have a good process and understanding. And I would like to have that when it gets to that point. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, bro, I literally had conversations with my therapist about this very thing.
Yeah.
Where I was like, yo, I'm struggling with the idea that my parents are going to pass at some point. Yeah. And like, it was leading me to like, in a good and bad way, like, I'm spending way more time with them and I feel like I got to do everything with them and try and do all these things, but it's like draining my capacity at the same time. And it's also not like it, for lack of better words, it wasn't authentic or genuine. It's like, I'm doing these things because I want to make sure I'm making so many memories because I'm so worried about, you know what I'm saying? And so like, I feel like this conversation, bro, like I want to make sure I say this on camera that you know this is really helped me, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Like truly, bro, it's really helped me a lot to kind of think about how I navigate my relationship with my parents, but also like some potential things that I can do when that time does come for them to, you know, pass, how I can handle it. Because, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as I do this podcast and it's great content, we put the content up and stuff, I always tell people, like, people that actually listen and have, like, tuned in from, like, the start of this podcast and, like, really pay attention, I always tell them, like, I do these episodes for me before I do it for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm asking the questions about stuff that I want answers to. Like, bro, how are you handling this? Because I'm scared. You feel me? Like, so, like, that's legit. Like, so bro, truly, I truly appreciate your vulnerability, bro.
No, thank you.
I appreciate you sharing and, like, going through your process and telling me, like, how you've been navigating it, bro. Because I'm telling you, like, these are things that I'm going to really be able to come back on, whether I watch the episode or take notes on it. It's going to really help me, bro. So, like, you've helped me, bro. If you haven't, you know, if you get nothing else from this episode, just know that you've helped me, bro.
No, thank you.
Yeah, for real, man.